Welcome to a Numbers on the Board YouTube exclusive.
You can put it on the board, yes.
A couple days ago, we got the pool of players that will be competing for a roster spot on Team USA. Team USA said we did not medal on our last one. We not playing. The big guns are out. We got some of the best players in basketball competing, and it's only 12 spots for a long list of great players.
So let's do
Draymond
this.
Green would not be included.
Draymond Green's not included.
So let's do this, right? The big guns is out. We need 12
LeBron.
people.
Yeah.
LeBron's a lock.
LeBron is a lock.
LeBron, lock
Steph
it
Curry's
in.
a lock.
Steph Curry's a lock.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant's a lock.
Curry.
Tatum.
I'm writing them down. Hold on. Let's slow our roll a little bit. We got Bron. We got Curry. Who's the next player y'all said? KD.
KD.
Joel Embiid is representing Team USA.
Oh,
That's a
he
lock.
is,
Has to lock him
Kawhi
in.
Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard is on this list.
That's
Jason
5 right there.
Tatum,
Yeah.
lock it in. That's like
That's like
all
6
of-
right there.
That's our best players in the league.
Damian Lillard is a lock.
As a secondary ball handler,
Yeah.
Locks,
Wait.
agreed?
Anthony Davis is a lock.
Anthony Davis
Anthony
as a
Davis,
backup
I-
big is a lock, I think.
And
Yeah.
you know they always
you're gonna
got
need
that,
size.
that young star.
It's going to be him or Bam as the backup.
They always have that young star on the team, and I think that's Paulo.
Let's slow our roll. Let's slow our roll. Let's get the locks
I
out
was
of the way.
thinking the same thing, D Mills.
Let's
but
get our
yeah, we can
locks out of the
to
way.
it. He's still going to be on the board.
Hey, there's
My bad.
So are we the center's position? We have Bam as an option, and we basically have Anthony Davis as an option.
Or Jaren Jackson. There.
Jaron Jackson is there.
They're going to take
Walker
Anthony
Kessler
Davis,
is
people.
there.
They're going to take it.
Chet Holmgren is there. It's Anthony,
Anthony
Davis.
Davis.
Okay, Anthony Davis. All right.
We have 2 Lakers starting.
Are they going to start? Because I see
I'm
Joel
not saying
Embiid on this
start.
team.
I'm not
yeah,
saying
Joel.
start.
Yeah, Joel's on the team.
Okay,
Yeah.
are that because I also see Devin Booker is on this list. Is
Devin
Oh,
Booker,
Devin
I
Booker.
thought was a lock.
Because last time we saw him play for Team USA, he really bought into his role as a defensive-minded player. He played it very well. He seems like a guy that can mold his way to whatever Steve Kerr really needs.
Yeah, I
All
can
right,
see that.
so we can
What
say
about
that
Bam Adebayo?
Booker.
How
So
do y'all
right
feel
now,
about Bam?
2, 4, 6, 8. We have 8 players with 4 spots left.
Let him finish the sentence.
Oh, I thought I had said that before him. My bad.
8 players, 4 spots left with a long list of amazing NBA players. Okay, so you threw out Bam Adebayo. On his 12-man roster, how many bigs, true bigs, do we really need?
I want to wait to get to there because we have 2 already. So there's no rush to get a third. Let's just wait.
Do we
when
get
it-
like a wing?
Right
Well,
now,
let's look at the players that are
primary
better.
ball handlers that we have right now. We have Steph Curry as the point guard. We have no other
He
point
can
guard.
play. He can play both. Though.
We got Bron. We also got Booker, who also can handle some ball handling.
names
duties.
that are still available.
Yep.
Donovan Mitchell,
Yep.
Damian Lillard.
Jimmy Butler's on this list.
Halliburton still available?
Are you talking about guards?
Talk about guards and people. Halliburton, Harden, Paul George, De'Aaron Fox. There are some names on this list.
If Team USA don't medal gold, then they tripping, bro. This
Jalen
list
Brunson
of people,
is on this list.
we're gonna see all NBA players get completely.
Kyrie Irving is on this list.
Yep. And USA Kyrie be doing his thing.
You do.
So it is Grant Hill making these decisions, and I don't envy that man at all. Because you're gonna cut very talented people, man.
And I think when you talk about very talented, Kyrie's at the top of the list. And I think Kyrie, for me, will probably be in.
That's your guy.
You know what's funny about Kyrie?
What?
What does he and Grant Hill have in common?
They dookies.
Oh.
Ta-da. So the things that others might hold against Kyrie, the Dookie is a brotherhood.
It's like 100 dookies on this
It's
list.
a brotherhood.
It's a lot of them.
They ain't as talented as Kyrie. Sorry, Brandon Ingram.
Can I make a case for somebody else that you didn't mention as a guard?
Who, Chris Paul?
Alex Caruso.
You talking like a specialist?
When the Warriors played against the Bulls last year, Steve Kerr grabbed Alex Caruso by the neck softly and said, "I would love to have you." A lot of people thought he was talking about trading for him, but I also think part of this is Team USA, man. Every Team USA team, you need a couple players that are not the stars, but like get in and do all the right stuff.
You know
Derek
who I
White
was-
is also on this list, by the way.
Derek White would make it before
On
Caruso.
some like no funny stuff. I was looking at the list of the players that are all like invited or whatever, and I was thinking the same thing. Like they always be having that one couple specialists. I was like, watch Duncan Robinson somehow make it so he can come in and hit some threes for them.
Hey, they need specialists, but come on now.
No. There's no way Duncan Robinson is making that list.
Is he even on the
Drew
list?
Holiday
of
is on this list.
He was
too
on the
as
list
well.
you put in there.
Okay, all right. So let's say the 2012 year, their role players, and this don't even
Tyson
count because he
Chandler?
made an All-NBA team once upon a time. Tyson Chandler.
You know Uncle Tyson. I know his resume.
We haven't even said Jimmy Butler.
We did say Jimmy Butler. You
Oh,
just
yeah.
don't. You be so thirsty to throw out names
do.
that you don't be listening.
My bad. Let me listen. Let me lock in.
Let me lock it here. Let me lock it here. So maybe I'm stretching a little bit because every other team I'm because we talking about the Olympics. We're not talking about FIBA games. We
Yeah,
talking about
it's
the
the
Olympics. These rosters have all NBA players, other than 2008 had Carlos.
I'm with
Boozer.
Derek. Kyrie Irving, get on the roster.
Okay, well, you locking in Kyrie too?
I ain't never turned down no Kyrie.
Okay,
Put him on there.
okay. Kyrie Irving. Okay, so we have 2 point guards and Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving. Wings, other guards, we have Devin Booker locked in already. Then we got pretty much it. Like LeBron, Tatum, Kawhi. These are more 3-4s versus 2-3s. So who is another 2-3 or
Could-
1-2 that can play that?
Could
Jaylen
Edwards?
Brown.
Who? Well, you said Anthony Edwards,
for more like
Oh.
and Jalen Brown.
Donovan
two-ish.
Mitchell.
Yeah, Donovan
Donovan
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Honestly, I would put Donovan Mitchell.
Are we voting Donovan?
Yes, we are.
I would put Donovan
Dang, is
over.
Anthony Edwards going to get snubbed off the
Anthony.
list? We'll get there. We'll get there. All right, give us Donovan Mitchell. So right now we have 2 spots left. 2 spots left with a crazy amount of talent. Are we going third center to say like a Bam Adebayo? Are we going another big wing?
I
Like
don't think so.
when
I
you
don't think
watch
he's
I don't
gonna
other
think
take it.
teams,
I don't. If you have Anthony,
You have
yeah,
AD
it's
and
Anthony
Joel.
Davis. I feel like Bam and Anthony Davis bring similar things. Obviously, I think Anthony Davis is a little bit more like talented offensively, but I always think you want something that could have a little variance. You know,
Sounds like Paul George.
it could be the answer.
Sounds like Paul George.
Or Jimmy.
you're
Or-
getting Jimmy in this damn
He
game.
really
That's what I'm
wants
seeing
Jimmy.
from Derek. He want Jimmy to play for Team USA. I just like think about the names we potentially cutting right now. We have people like Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brown, Jalen Brunson.
But it don't hurt me as much because of the names that's on here.
yeah, it's not
Right.
like they getting snubbed for Alex Caruso.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sorry, Mikhail, but
I think having one of those hard-nosed defensive guys will go a very long way, though. It might be true.
I see one. I see one though.
Who's that?
I see Paul George and I see Aaron Gordon. Because Aaron Gordon is like what Mike is saying, is variance. He can play with Anthony Davis. He can play with Joel. He can maybe be a small ball 5 if you want to do that. So I don't know. That's not my case to make up because again, he would be a guy that would have to get picked over Drew Holiday. It's very hard to do that. So I don't know. But I agree with Mike. The guys who can do that's why I like Paul George. Paul George can play 2 through 4.
I feel like one of these last spots, and D-Mills mentioned it earlier, I think they're going to give one of those to Paolo. They usually like having
The
one
young
of those
guy?
young guys
Yeah.
they know that's going to be
Have
there
that
for.
experience for the next time. Yep.
Yep.
But I also like what KB said. A guy like Derek White.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
It's going to go along. Just having not even like star players, because every team needs people to play their role. We just talked about Devin Booker embracing that defensive role. Like, you just don't need to be no all-star game.
Did
Like,
we
you
put
need
him
some
on the
type
team?
of structure.
Is Devin
What?
Booker on the team yet?
Yes, he
Yeah,
is.
Devin
Okay.
Booker is on the team.
Damian Lillard is not on this team.
He's not on the team right now, which just don't feel
It's
right.
okay.
It just don't feel right. And we lucky because Draymond Green is not on the list, but he would be a lock
Yeah.
because he's played for Team USA
He would be
like
a lock.
3 different times already.
yeah.
That's why I feel like Paul George is kind of locked too. He
I
has
also
that.
feel Jimmy Butler's gold
Jimmy Butler,
at
yeah.
the Olympics before. So maybe it is Jimmy and PG as those extras, but I feel like they don't add enough variance. PG for sure. I
PG
think,
does.
but
Jimmy Butler, we know what he's bringing.
I think this team is so talented though. That
Olympic Jimmy's kind
they-
of crazy too.
I think they still bust ass.
And I think
Yeah.
Jimmy, they can do that, like that dirty work grit thing that y'all are.
Well, is Jimmy
expecting.
going to do it?
I think
Jimmy is
so.
so unpredictable. You don't know which version of him you're going to get. He's saying Olympic Jimmy. Are we getting Olympic Jimmy? Or is Jimmy just chilling?
The last Team USA we sent to the Olympics, they ended up getting the gold in 2020. This roster's not. Keldon Johnson was on here. Zach LaVine. I remember Zach LaVine being here. We're like, oh yeah, he about to take that next jump in Team USA. JaVale McGee has an Olympic gold medal. Shout out to JaVale.
Isn't this the KD team?
Jeremy Grant. Yeah, this is Kevin Durant, like as the guy.
And you know, it's funny because in that championship game, they were like down 20 at half, and then they came out in the second half and they just went crazy.
Man, let's make these decisions. Are we saying Paul George?
I like Paul
Any
George in that
objections?
mix.
Paul George has my vote.
Okay. And the last spot, do y'all go guard? Do you go wing? Do you go big?
I think
I think you stay away from bigs.
You stay
Even
away
if
from
you-
big.
I'm going
you have
wing again.
You have 2 bigs, and you have LeBron James. LeBron James can play a 5 as well.
Because you got to think about who we're going against, right? We're going
Yeah.
against Team Canada. We're playing against Team Germany.
Give me another wing because we also have Steph Curry,
Mm-hmm.
Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Kyrie Irving.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need a fifth guard.
So the wings that we could pick from: Paolo Banchero, Scotty Barnes, Mikal Bridges, Jimmy Butler. Are we saying Jimmy? Got the experience.
It's between Jimmy and Paolo, if you ask me, or Drew Holiday.
That's an easy decision. If it's between those two, I know where my head is at,
You getting Paulo?
and that's Jimmy.
Oh, I thought you were
I'm
gonna
trying
say-
to gold, man. I ain't thinking about what
I ain't gonna
Paolo could
lie.
be in 4 years. We
If we
just got
talking about the
destroyed
last-
in FIBA. We want to win the gold.
That's because we threw the Young Bucks out there. They had Jaren Jackson Jr. playing fast.
We still ended up 4th.
Yeah.
Give me Paul George and Jimmy Butler and call it a day. There's no wrong answer on his last pick. They're
Yeah.
going to go gold no matter if this.
That's
Paolo
what
or
I was
Jimmy
about to
Butler.
say. Is like, is
I don't know,
Jimmy
man.
Butler
The world's
really going to
catching
break the like? Is he breaking the back for the
Kentrell.
championship?
No, they're not.
World's
No, they're
catching
not.
up.
They caught up to the young team. They're not catching up to Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, LeBron James.
In a
No, they're
one-game
not.
elimination, I'm taking Team USA. They are the heavy favorite.
Every time. You're
but
taking
they're-
them 100 out of 100.
They're not about to be winning by 40s every single game for
I
sure.
don't know. We ain't seen
They
this
never
lineup.
have. They never
We ain't
have went
seen
to the
it.
Olympics and just
This
dominated
lineup
by
is different.
30, 40.
This lineup is different.
2008,
This lineup is
2012,
This
they
lineup
went
is different.
when
The
they
way
went
these
against
dudes
Spain with
playing right
Kobe, LeBron. Spain was in that game until the fourth quarter.
I think Spain was better then than they are now.
Well, they had the Gasol brothers.
Yeah, I was
Yes,
about to say
yes.
Spain.
But-
Spain was
exactly.
legit.
But Canada
Exactly.
and Germany, these teams are really good.
Canada's gotten better, and they look really good, especially what we threw out last time. Canada don't want no problems with this current lineup. Anybody that can
All I'm
convince
saying
me,
is that it's not as black and white as we think, because those teams have always played us well.
I agree, and I think it ain't as close as people think because they haven't played this. Read that starting lineup again: Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Joel Embiid,
And Tatum.
and Tatum. Fuck out of here.
Man, we saw Kobe and Brown were on the same team.
And they ran through majority of the competition. They ran
They
through
did.
We
majority
got to
of
the
them.
gold, and it was a game. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
the champ,
As
the
it
one
should be, though. As
championship
it should be.
game,
As
yeah.
it should be.
But they
that's,
ran
that's,
through.
also, that's what I'm saying is that it's not as big as a gap as we expect. That's what I'm saying.
I think it is a gap. I think they're going to run through majority of the team, and if you get a championship game that is good, clap it up. But they ran through the rest of it. To me, that's not close. If we get a team,
The difference
that
between
sweeps the
gold and
first three
silver is one
rounds,
game.
If we see a team that sweeps 3 rounds in the playoffs, and then they go into the championship and they win 4-2, I'm saying they ran through that. That's a run.
But
through.
I'm saying in a one-game elimination, where the difference between a gold and a medal
Are
is
you
one,
picking against the?
No.
Okay then. Okay.
What
All
are we
right
talking
then.
about?
Okay.
You guys are trying to. You guys are trying to separate what is the gap between USA and the rest of the teams. He's saying it's a bigger gap. You saying it's a smaller gap. That's just the whole argument. Y'all going back
which
and
is
forth. on.
apples and oranges. Are they winning? Yes.
And I've never
That's
disputed
that's
that
the
they
bottom
won.
of it.
And that's the bottom line.
Leave a like, subscribe. Come back next Thursday for another YouTube exclusive.
Boom. Numbers on the board.